Everyone is talking about Beyond Meat. It is this revolution in hamburgers. Doesn't matter which fast food restaurant you go to, it seems like Beyond Meat is popping up every now and then. Heck, I even just saw Carl's Jr. now offers a Beyond Meat burger. So what is this Beyond Meat? Well, it's plant-based and it tastes like beef, and it's a good alternative to eating beef if that's your thing. And I mean, if you look at hamburger beef at fast food place, it's highly processed. So people have been looking for an alternative ever since everyone's become more health conscious over the last 10 years especially. People are just all over the health craze. So companies are capitalizing on this. And it's easy to introduce a product that essentially, well, it complements the product line of what a restaurant, fast food place has. So it just gives another option, right? And a lot of people are looking to be health conscious. So it makes sense from a marketing standpoint to be launching something as an alternative to the processed beef patties we're typically eating, right? So it's a no-brainer. And this is why the Beyond Meat company is doing so well. They're coming out with a plant-based burger patty that appears to be quite healthy. That every ingredient looks healthy. But you do have to look at it for what it is. It's still processed food. Yeah, it's still processed and packaged in a way that the factories are doing. So it's not 100% healthy. It might be 100% plant protein, but if you look at it, they fill the patties with vegetable oils, which, well, I don't think canola oil is really good for you, but it's in there. And you have to look at the ingredients, because sometimes they might add things that are really not good for you, like soy, GMO ingredients, and this is all questionable, right? Now, for the most part, it's healthy. Just like, for the most part, bacon can be healthy if you get the right one. But honestly, if you look at it, it's not 100% healthy. It's still not 100% the solution. You're still better off eating proper plants if you're going to go in that direction. So don't look at it like, well, I'm getting my fruits and veggies by eating a Beyond Meat patty. You still have to look at it in terms of what it is. But the appeal, if I want to get back to the success story of this, the appeal is that people are looking for alternatives. They're looking for options. Fast food has never had a proper alternative. There have been these veggie burgers that have come up, but nothing that says, I'm actually healthy, or claims I am really healthy. And then you go there and realize, well, the salt content is out of this world, and most people don't have to worry about that. But you look at it and you say, well, I finally have an alternative. Now I can finally eat at fast food place, and I don't feel as guilty, right? So there aren't really too many other companies that are capitalizing on this type of alternative patty. And this is why it's doing so well. It's essentially a pioneer in the industry for what it's serving. It's owning the market. And there aren't really any competitors as of yet. Not any big ones. So the secret is, well, you come up with this Beyond Patty and you get it into as many fast food chains as possible. Yeah, because you want to be first to market. You want to be the first one in these restaurants, because then you can capitalize on that first push, the first gains. Other competitors will come along and undercut the price, which is good, because right now these Beyond burgers are ridiculously expensive. And the only way you're going to get the price down is if you have a competitor come in and offer another version for a lower price, because then restaurants can cut down on the costs. But people are willing to pay. People are willing to pay because of the idea that this is healthy. And for the most part, it is a good alternative. I don't have any beef about it, but you just have to check the ingredients and decide, is this really what you want to be eating? Now, I like my meats. I like eating whole meats, and I think that's important for a diet. But, if you're going in the direction of maybe you're trying to be vegan or whatnot, trying to be 100% plant-based, certainly this would cover all the bases. But just remember, you want to be careful what kinds of plant-based foods you're eating if you're going down that road. But for now, no one's really pointing out the fact that there are unhealthy ingredients in these Beyond Meat patties. There are some ingredients that are not good for you. And, when you look at a food item and there's more than 3 ingredients, you do have to question how healthy it really is. Because there's a process involved with making that patty, with producing the patty. So that's all something to consider. But right now, if you can come up with some sort of a product that, people are talking about, they want it, and it's not really out there, then you've got a solution. For instance, a lot of people are talking about gluten-free buns, and a lot of fast food places do not carry gluten-free buns. McDonald's would be a good example. So McDonald's would be best served to come out with a gluten-free bun. They would capitalize on significant opportunities for revenue. Because health-conscious people, there's now starting to go to fast food. Fast food chains are getting nicer and nicer on the interiors. So people are willing to stay there and eat there. And if the establishment wants to succeed, then these alternative options are now becoming popular. 10 years ago, a salad at a fast food place might not have caught on. Now, there's potential for it. So, Beyond Meat has come out at a very appropriate time when questioning diets and questioning our health choices has become more and more important. So you have to look at, what's most popular in marketing today, right? Like, what businesses are most popular? Well, definitely health businesses, meditation, all of these types of businesses are becoming more and more popular. And when you look at these businesses, how can you complement the popularity? So diets are popular. Well, what kind of product can you come out with that's maybe complementary to that? Fitness is becoming really popular. People want to get exercise any way they can. So what kind of product can you complement there? So these are all little pieces to think about. So the Beyond Meat has become really popular. Maybe there's a sauce you can offer that complements this plant-based sauce. And in that way you capitalize on the success that's going on here. Maybe you come up with a plant-based hamburger bun or something like that. So start thinking about ways to invent the wheel somehow, or reinvent the wheel by looking at a product that maybe shouldn't exist, but it does, and coming out with a product that would be healthy. So if I look at ice cream, for instance, no question, this product should not exist. Ice cream should not exist, not in any way, shape, or form. Regular ice cream is very dangerous. Now companies are, and just a note, I love ice cream, but I know that it's very much a damaging thing. But companies have come out with the dairy-free options now. So they're moving more towards health. So these kinds of alternatives, right? They spark success stories. I mean, Halo Top for the ice cream world is like Beyond Meat for the hamburger patty world, just as an example. There are other ice cream brands that do non-dairy, but you see the success of these. And it's getting to market, it's getting into these chains, it's getting out there so that you exist. And Beyond Meat has done quite well here with distribution. They've been able to produce the kind of demand that's out there, and this is why they're reaping the benefits. So I commend the company for doing so well, and I know it's just going to continually improve and innovate because this is just the beginning, and it will be exciting to see. I think alternatives are great, and it reduces the prices, so we'll see what happens. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, bye.